Hey guys, this is Mikey, and this is R6 right in front of me, and we have a special day today, very special day today, and you will find out why it is so special after the intro. Today is a beautiful day. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to join up on this day. Today will be a very interesting day. It's a very special day because we are on the way to Honda dealership. Don't worry, I'm not trading my R6. As you know, I already have Suzuki GSX-R, so I think the two bikes are pretty enough for now. But Honda is organizing open day. That means we are on the way to test ride not one, not two, but 3 Hondas. Hell yeah, baby! We're on the way, so I'm super excited. So this video will be divided into 3 different parts, as far as I imagine, because we're gonna have 3 different bikes on the channel. We're gonna do the first ride and test drive as much as we will be allowed by Honda. I have specific times when I should come pick up the test ride. And what are those 3 Hondas? I'll let you imagine. You have like 10 seconds. So take your tip, write it down, and see.
2 hours later.
So we're back. I would be really interested into what kind of 3 bikes you have picked, or what 3 bikes you would choose to test ride. But first of all, I was trying to take from everything something, so diversity was my goal pretty much. And speaking of diversity, I end up with test riding, so we will see, or it is supposed to be like in the next episode, you'll see Mikey R6 on Honda Rebel 1100. On the next episode, you will see Mikey R6 on CB1000R Black Edition. And on 3rd episode, you will see Mikey R6 test riding, off-roading, and having fun on Africa. Soon on YouTube channel. Yeah, so Honda CB1000R Black Edition, so 1000 liter super modern cutting edge technology naked bike. Honda Rebel 1100 and 1100 as you wish. So a cruiser, a pretty new stuff for Honda, because they've been doing Rebel 500 for quite a while. And for y'all 1100cc engineers out there as a Honda Rebel. And the last not the least, Honda Africa. So, and we will use something which is called teleport. So we'll see you there. Have fun. Bye for now. guys, this is it. Let's get it ready. CB1000R Black Edition. CB1000R. This is brand new naked bike, 1000cc, and we are going to be part of the test ride as I promised. The screen is beautiful. So we have multiple choices for the mode. So we have mode button in here, and then we have standard, rain, user, and sport. So you can see there is a P for the power, EB for the engine braking, and T for the traction control. So you can see standard is kind of like a middle for everything. Rain is the lowest power setting, the highest traction control. User is set up by someone. And the sport is highest power, lowest traction control, and lowest engine braking. Only 1,245 kilometers. For the comparison, my bike has 73,000. I'm 182 centimeters tall, so I have pretty much bent legs. I'm flat-footed on both sides, so that wouldn't be an issue for anyone. Oh, brakes are a little bit attacky. Guys, so 1000cc brand new, almost brand new CB1000R. This is a brand new bike, so no bullshit. I'm the second bike instructor, so I have to ride carefully. I have to ride responsibly. So a little bit about the bike. This is a top class naked bike from Honda. I have goosebumps, guys. I have goosebumps. Oh my god, this is so incredible. As you know, my buddy King Julian has Honda CBR 650R. Oh, those brakes are not friendly. Oh my god. The throttle, and it's so comfy. It is so comfy, guys. I have to get used to the brakes. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. And we are in the standard mode. I wanted to start in a rain mode, but why? We don't have that much time. So the bike has, hell yeah, it pulls. It just pulls. So it's pretty comfortable, you know, in comparison with the R6. This is totally different, but it was so obvious because we are on a modern naked bike and I came from the Super Sport, so, you know, fairly comfortable. I'm feeling to be lean over a little bit, so it's not the usual naked bike position, because I've ridden a couple of naked bikes and this seems to be a little bit more leaned over. So the engine is a 4-cylinder, of course. And it has 150 horsepower. horsepower, about 104 Newton meters of torque, 998 cc engine. It is equipped with CB1000R, which is throttle by wire, so you don't have that classic, you know, cable coming from the throttle. It has quick shifter and blipper, so you can quick shift up and down as well. So we are using that, of course, because what the hell not, right? I don't have quick shifter. I have quick shifter on a GSX-R, but ridden it twice because still in progress, as you can see on the previous vlogs. Down to the dirt. To the sixth by the with the quick shifter. It is fairly easy to move. For 1000, it's pretty light on the wheels. The wide handlebars, they are really helping to kind of help to steer, kind of like to feel the weight. It is pretty comfortable to sit. The padding on the seat is pretty comfy. You don't have that much space to move around on the seat. You can go couple centimeters back and couple centimeters front. That's pretty much it. Honda implemented into naked bikes HSTC, which is Honda Selectable Torque Control, which is actually these modes you can see. So you have 4 mappings, which I showed you at the beginning: standard, sport, race, and user, which you can customize. Those front brakes, they're so surprising. It is 1000 cc, so I'm not that much surprised that the brakes are pretty, you know, bitey. But for someone who is kind of like transferring to a higher cc bike, I would say they might be a little bit more bitey than I would imagine on a like a street bike. So that's something I have to get used to. That display is colorful. It has a lot of information. It has total kilometers. It has instantaneous, or you know, current consumption, average consumption, which is 6.6 liter per 100 kilometers. It has date and stuff like that. So RPM, gear, mapping, and stuff like that. But it's really hard to read when the sun is behind you, I would say. I don't see top half of the screen. Are we going to overtake? I'm ready to do that. Not really? No? Okay, never mind. So fairly easy controls. Mode, horn, signals, emergency lights, and menu probably for the setting up the user control mapping. That quick shifter is incredible. I love the quick shifter. Oh my god, it's so comfy. It's an naked bike, so not much of a wind protection. Surely I can feel the wind hitting my chest pretty much. I'm not used to it on the R6 because you know you have that possibility of the windscreen. So the windscreen is kind of throwing the air above you. You don't really hear the exhaust, honestly. You hear the engine, and by the engine I mean the engine below you. So I don't really know what it sounds like. On the R6 I hear the engine from the exhaust. I hear the exhaust. I hear that low winch exhaust. In here I hear the engine. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's not a bad thing. But I would like to have some music for my ears behind me. So overtake. So 5, 4, 3. And that was like 10% of the throttle. This is incredibly fast, man. And it is incredibly easy to lean. It's easier to lean this naked bike than my Super Sport. Honestly, the seat is really comfy. I gotta tell you that. I know it hasn't been that long, but it is comfortable. The sitting position, you know, your hands are pretty much up, but that's the difference between my Super Sport. So for me, it's a little bit unnatural right now. I can't imagine where you would use those 147 horsepower. Like, I know for the overtaking, but you will go just to the 3rd gear and you have still 3 to go, and you are over the speed limit. You know, there is a lot of guys behind us. There is a Rebel behind me, which is going to be next one. So guys, stick around. This is just the first episode on this Honda open day. And I'm really excited. I'm super excited for other bikes. Honestly, the one which I was, waiting for the most was probably the Rebel. Look at it. Look at it, how cool it looks. You know, the quick shifter works better at the high RPM, which is totally understandable because quick shifter was designed for the track. In that case, you don't really use the quick shifter at the lower RPM. You can use it, but it is pretty kicky. You know, it's not smooth as much as you would like to. But you cannot complain, because to use quick shifter at 2000 RPM when your red line is at 12,000. Or a little bit lower than 12,000, it's like, it's lame, you know. It's like, I just have it, I'm gonna use it. But honestly, you have to use the quick shifter at about 6,000. So 7, 6. Oh, that is smooth. That is smooth. The pegs are right below you. so it's pretty comfortable for the legs as well. You are not so squished. But that bleeper, oh my god, that's so smooth. Oh, I never experienced anything like that. I have never been on a bike which has bleeper, so you can downshift. Oh, I'm gonna forget how to use the clutch. Oh my god, I will have to get used to it again. Oh, can I keep it? Oh, this Black Edition is so awesome. It is so, you know, it's a combination of cafe racer and naked bike. It's not pure naked bike. It's a cafe racer, honestly. So they implemented that front LED light in a that circle matter to kind of remind that cafe racer style. And I really love the tail. It's kind of ending in the middle of the back wheel, so it's not like over the wheel, which is, you know, it used to be over the wheel. It used to be behind the wheel to have kind of like mud guard. But nowadays, Panigale, look at the Ducati. They have those rear fenders, or actually the tail is ending in the middle of the rear wheel. And the CB1000R has exactly the same thing. It's not ending behind the wheel. Oh my god, hell yeah! Woo! Oh, those brakes. I gotta get used to those brakes. Is it 6? That's already 6. The maneuverability, it's surprising, you know? Those wide handlebars really help. Because it's a big bike. Don't take me wrong, it's a big bike, it's a 1000cc naked bike. But it's easy to move around. It's harder on my R6, but that's totally less powerful. I would say the weight related, it's gonna be pretty much similar, because those bikes doesn't really go higher than 220 kilos. Mine is 180 kilos. This is correct me if I'm wrong, but it's about 200 with that 1000cc engine. Okay, let's switch the modes. Let's go for the sport. So rain, user, sport. That downshift is, oh my god, the downshift is incredible. Okay, we have traction control at 1 from 3. Oh, you can feel the difference right away. I don't have balls to put the full throttle on this. I would, but in the standard mode. I don't think I'm gonna do that in the sport mode. So you have power on 3, engine brake on 1, and traction control at 1, which is sportiest setting you can get. Probably in the user mode you might be able to change it from 1 to 0, maybe, to change the traction control off. I'm not really sure if it's possible. Suspension wise, it is pretty soft. My R6 is pretty much set up for stiffer suspension. I kind of loosened it up nowadays because, you know, it has been pretty hard on the public roads. For the track, yeah, that's the ideal setting, plus minus, but for the road, for the country road, nah, that's too much. So I loosened it up so it's a little bit more squishy, more soft. This is, you know, when braking, you can feel the bike coming over the front wheel. So the front suspension is pretty soft. Back suspension is soft to setting as well, I believe, because coming over the bumps, it's pretty easy. That is no issue at all. I checked the tires, so we have Pirelli Corsa 3 on the CB1000R Black Edition. I'm gonna add Black Edition every time because it sounds so cool, doesn't it? At least I don't have to navigate. I can enjoy the ride. So we're gonna go to the right. Very easy to turn. Very easy to turn. Oh, neutral right away.
Takže můžeme chcípnout na to chvilku.
Guys, CB1000R. Look at this. It's a quick shifter right here. You see, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. You see the tail that is ending like about the axle? That's so sweet. So these are these quirks and features of the CB1000R Black Edition. As you can see, it's really Black Edition. So this is the LED light, which is kind of like a cafe racer style. Upside down forks. Should be Showa. Should be Showa forks. Not really sure if I'm gonna find it somewhere, but from the things I've read, it should be Showa. So, a couple of these very cool fairings. Look at the texture. It's really nice. It's really nice. Oh, that was cool. Kickstand up. Little chair with the other guys. We are pretty much set up. First gear. Let's do this. The guy behind me was like, it is small for me. it is the biggest cruiser they have. 1100cc Honda Rebel. It is small for me. He's a big guy though. But he was like, sit on it, try. I was like, well, I'm gonna have a test ride on it in a 1 hour, so I don't want to ruin my first impression. So I had 2 possibilities to sit on it, and I rejected. Let's go to standard mode. Rain mode. Let's try the rain mode. I can imagine traveling like this. The windshield would be nice. Let's go to sport mode, because the village is ending. Oh, the quick shifter down. Well, let's call it bleeper, right? Holy moly, fuck! Woo! Oh my god! was holding not to steer, I was holding not to be blown away. Yeah, the wind is pretty significant, so I can't really imagine highway traveling, but I think with a bike like this you have to just suck it up, or to put the higher windshield, or windshield. Oh, that bleeper got me every time. So fuel consumption 5.1, 6.5. It was 6.6, so my riding is more efficient. You know, 85 degrees of the engine, my R6 goes to 100 degrees from time to time, and then the ventilator or radiator turns on and blows all the hot air right at you, which is like, I don't know, it's kind of mean, but that is caused by those fairings. With a naked bike, you don't even feel that the bike is hot, and I like it so much because I'm like, there is 35 degrees Celsius outside, I'm sweating in my leather suit, and the bike decides to blow 100 degrees air on you, which is, yeah, well, it's a cherry on the top, isn't it? But this, it's a naked bike, you don't have that issue. We're gonna have pictures. It was pretty much behind the half throttle. I don't have that much space to try full nuts in a straight line. Yeah, I would do it. Of course I would do it. But do I have to brake? No, it's enough to downshift. And engine brake is on 1. Let's go to standard mode where engine braking is 2. And we'll see how much there is a difference. Oh yeah, there is a difference. On these bumps, I would say that it's not that squishy as I thought. It is squishy when you sit on it, but while you ride, those bumps hit you pretty hard. So it's kind of sporty. I like it. So if any one of you knows CarWow, well, so should you consider it? Should you go ahead and buy it? Or should you avoid it? That's something which you can find in a CarWow channel. So I was saying hi to CarWow in England. Yeah, you should go ahead and ride and buy it. It's incredible naked bike, and it's 1000cc. So what else do you want? See you in the next one. Bye.